When I'm a nurse, I'm 100% a nurse. And when I'm an athlete, I'm 100% an athlete. Whatever I'm doing, I'll do it to the best of my ability.
Push and swing! Swing! Swing!
The Ladies National!
I've trained myself to get up and out of house like within 15 minutes. I work as a peritoneal dialysis nurse in the hospital, and I'm also the national rower who represented Singapore at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. During competition season, I will wake up at 5 to put in a water session and get to work for 8 or 8:30 shift. Like hands. I like that I get to watch the sunrise as I train in the morning before work. It's just you, the stroke, the boat, the sound, and there's this calm, there's a peace. It's a great way to start your day.
We are going to be doing 4 pieces of 5 minutes at rate 29. That means 29 strokes per minute. Go.
So rowing is a cyclical sport. It's trying to perfect and repeating this one stroke over the 2,000-meter racing distance. If you look at the top rowers do their race, it's almost like it's effortless. But if you're in it, it's every of your muscles screaming stop. And you're just trying to push yourself through and put yourself to the test. It requires a lot of hard work and dedication.
Let's go.
She's very determined, going for the Olympics, going for training camps overseas, getting all the resources on her own. I think what's very admirable about her is she has just climbed through everything, all the obstacles, and gotten to where she is today.
What keeps me going is the feeling of being challenged and the feeling of just trying and then growing.
They're trying to put the boat down and then trying to quickly get to the showers and get ready for work.
When I'm a nurse, I'm 100% a nurse. And when I'm an athlete, I'm 100% an athlete. Whatever I'm doing, I'll do it to the best of my ability.
We don't use equity. So can you show that?
I think we got a bigger problem.
What?
You go in her wallet, you see the API drops all already.
I saw.
My day job as a co-founder of a cryptocurrency app involves me building our startup to manage money for our clients. So the thing about startup life is that they tell you, it's great to quit your 9-to-5 job, but you end up working 24/7. You spend every single waking moment thinking about it, raising funds, trying to get more users.
Oh, buy it.
Look at her, 2,100 Ethereum volume.
Free money.
I've been wrestling I started in 2014, so that's 7 years, wow. The first time I came across pro wrestling, I was watching it on good old Channel 5. It's very edgy, it's very dramatic. It is a combat sport, at the same time it's also a drama. When you marry them together, that is pro wrestling. Back in Singapore in 2014, I came across this other outfit called Singapore Pro Wrestling. So I said, okay, let's just do it one time just for the laugh and then I'll be out of there. Well, 5 years later, I stuck around and now I have my own school. In the ring, my name is the Lady Killer, okay? When we debut, you need to go under a ring name, right? Because wrestling is all about character, all about persona. I think some of the elements of this Lady Killer brand are 100% what I represent, which is basically confidence, flair, some style. Let's go, 1 minute. Let's rock. Pro wrestling training is tough. You are throwing your body on the ground, you need to be able to land safely, you need to make sure that you protect your opponent, you need to have the basic strength to even lift another human being up. That's it, you got it. So you need to really put in your 100% or 110% into every training session. Shoulder tackle. Boom. Okay, off to the side. Duck the line. Hip toss. The thing I enjoy most about coaching is grooming somebody who doesn't look like a wrestler, but you start to coax that out of them. Boom. Now step in towards me, single leg takedown. Okay? When we first meet a new trainee, usually I ask them, what are you here for, right? You just want to get fit? Do you want to perform on a show? Do you want to tour overseas? When I can help them to reach their goals, and I see the happiness on their face, that part is very satisfying. YC really went all out. Right? You're creating this illusion where you are transferring all this energy from your elbow into his body. So take that. In the past, we used to do one show a month. So we got invited to Singapore Night Festival, we got invited to Chingay. The audience would have maybe 300-400 people watching a show at any time. Going from one show a month to 0 shows in 2 years was a very drastic change that everyone had to deal with. For some of our trainees who have never performed before, this will be their first chance, right? So I'm very happy that we can start again. Big shoulder tackle. Boom.
Your water is clear, no fibrin, no small things. And then your total UF, okay, 750. Yeah, so I just called Mr. Tan regarding his therapy. So this is the reading he's provided for the last few days.
We care for patients, most of which have come to a point where they get what we call the end-stage renal failure. I find that it's really challenging. It's also very humbling. The idea that you can be there to care for someone at maybe one of their lowest point of time in life, it's quite an honor. We just finished a 10-hour shift. Right now, I'm going to go get changed and then head to the gym for my evening training. What I'm doing at the moment is taking a lot of my time and energy. I don't always feel like I'm missing out on something because I feel like I'm gaining a lot doing what I'm doing. Pursuing this have given me the opportunity to meet a lot of people from around the world. I wanted to be in a sport where everyone has a clean slate to start with. I wanted a level playing field. When I started rowing, all I wanted at the time was to compete in front of my friends and family. And it just morphed into something else as it goes, you know. Having not done sport from young, not coming from the most affluent family background, it's also a sport that's not the most developed. It's almost like all the odds are stacked against you. I wanted to know if I try as hard as I may, could I make it to the Olympics? Maybe I wouldn't. But I couldn't settle at not knowing. I was training in Greece for 4 months, speaking no English to anyone. I wasn't just a single scholar, I was an isolated scholar. I think I'm actually an extrovert, forced to become an introvert because it got so tough. You dig very deep to find out why you're doing this. A lot of it came on as me wanting to validate myself, me wanting to hopefully in my journey inspire people. I've always thought, what if we can send out a first women's aid crew team? I started bringing my sister's friend, my juniors from university, their friend, their juniors. And slowly, one by one, like we kind of have like 11, 12 girls going, and then most of them made it into the national team.
Down to waist, 1, 2, 3 down.
Because after the Olympics, I was a bit lost. Like, you know, what is my next goal? What do I look to? But they've been around. They see me, I egg them on, they egg me on, and then we inspire each other in that way.
This show that we have coming up is called F-COVID. It's the typical attitude, typical edginess of pro wrestling, and basically it's what everybody feels, right? So we might as well just say it. Now that the show is back, I feel that same rush that we used to, like the planning, the organization. I miss it. I didn't realize I missed it so much.
Like.
Yep. Okay, that's good. Okay, much smoother. That's good. Stay on her, front face lock. Yes.
Usually I was the audience in the showcase shows, so I just wanted to know, how did they do it? How much work is it to just do a show or a match? So I wanted to see how I could do it too.
The debut is the beginning of every artist's career. That one moment where you're finally in the public eye, that is a very big milestone, right? It's basically your birthday in this career. Okay, Irish whip, spear. Boom!
I've been training for 2 years and I never really had a match where everyone was watching. So the match coming up, it's going to be finally something to experience.
Boom. Yes. Okay. When you are performing out there, you are trying to build your own name out, right? You're trying to create your own career. So put here. Now, just keep your hand on the back of the head. But when it comes to coaching, it becomes more giving. You're giving your time, you're giving your energy, you're imparting your experience. Yep. Yes. Chucker. Okay, now you go to the corner. Not many people in wrestling have that coaching experience or have the ability to taste this.
So when are you going to move in?
Hopefully before Chinese New Year.
And then you must be very busy like juggling your work and renal and your show.
Yeah, very busy, of course. But you know, you want to get things done, you got to do everything at the same time, right? I was doing Aikido for at least 10 years. After that, I did gymnastics. So yes, a lot of these physical challenges are quite interesting to me. And also, this is supplemented with a diet of 80s action movies. Eventually, when you grow up, you become an adult, you do pro wrestling. I practice my move.
Yeah. F5, the Brock Lesnar F5, and then what? Walls of Jericho.
Every older brother will practice wrestling.
Clothesline, you know, on a hotel bed, a queen size bed, I would be bouncing around.
First show in 2 years after Chinese New Year.
Wow, are you excited?
Yeah.
I was not surprised when he started, but yeah, it was surprising to see how long this continued, and I realized how much passion he had for wrestling.
Got this.
This is your very first costume.
This is the 2016 version, and this is the 2019 version. When I told them I was doing pro wrestling, that was something that my family was very supportive of. My mum was very supportive because when we went to Japan, she actually is a Japanese-speaking tourist guide. So she said, okay, I'm going to go to Japan with you guys, and you know, like at least in between your areas, you know, at least you guys have someone who can speak Japanese for the group.
I still remember in 2018 on my birthday, I went to watch you.
Was it your birthday?
Yeah, it was my birthday. Yeah.
It's nice to know that your family cares about what you're doing. They are willing to take time out of their schedule to go fly to another country to watch wrestling.
Lane 1, new, off. Lane 2, woman squat. In lane 3, new, J. Attention,
I was like dying halfway through. I don't think I can last throughout the 2K.
Push and swing! Swing! Swing!
好吃吗？
好
不是很甜哦。
Your sister is
他讲
jealous.
啊，
You know how often I see this? As often I see. Yeah, 真的。
你听得懂他讲什么吗？
It's true
没有，
啊。
我看我 off day，给了偏心哦。我难得看到他嘛。
哦，所以我没事搬出去的
对，
时候，
我一定买给他。
现在你不够 rare 了。
我现在每次看到他嘛 ，OK。
You're not the rare
我难得看到他嘛。
sticky rice for her. So if you have special treatment, you must
他
buy
讲我
tea
甜
there.
品哦，他讲他要买那他喜欢的。
Sports was something I could only pursue when I had a bit more financial independence. We were hand to mouth growing up. A lot of resources was put into education, so sports was not something that the family saw value in.
起初我不了解他们运动员的心态的时候，我会觉得他很浪费时间，因为我觉得他做护士他可以赚更多的钱。可是后来我知道他的梦想，我很担心，是因为很多东西都要他自己去付钱，连他的经济上费用不够啊，我也为他担心。过年的时候你记得吗？
但是
你还跟我讲
你其实不知道呀。
李涵跟我讲，那时候我们是开心在吃团圆饭，就跟他视频。然后我不懂他，很 sad。
他很想念你们，
对
所以他是跟我讲说，他每次打完电话了，他放下电话，其实他自己大哭了，他没有讲。哎呦，
I don't really call them sacrifices. I think it's always a decision, like a choice, right? Like whatever you're going through right now is preparing yourself for what you asked for. And I felt like that was the necessary steps at that time, and then I just had to make those choices, even though it's hard. Rowing, it's thought to be one of the hardest, most painful sport. It's based on science where they measure athletes' lactate level after racing. So rowers at the elite level do have one of the highest lactate levels. So that's that kind of pain that we have to endure through the racing.
Others push! Right away, let's go! Let's go!
It's 100% physical and 110% mental. I learned a lot racing under pressure and how I perform under pressure. That's a lesson that I want to take on to my next competition and hopefully the next Olympic cycle.
Keep moving.
It was my first time doing 2K set with her, so it was good. I expected more intense, but it wasn't. So it was really good.
什么 meaning intense from 我还是 intense from the piece?
From you.
I'm very thankful that they trusted me enough to show up, to come. Like now it's been a year plus, they are still here, and we are going actually for our first race. But I hope most of all, like we come back with a lot of lessons, like a lot of process goals checked, so that we can take this learning towards a better outcome.
Your opening contest. Introducing first, Showtime!
The thing we wanted to change most about pro wrestling in Singapore was to make it accessible to people who didn't feel like they looked like a pro wrestler. At first it was just wrestling fans. Then it became people who are more adventurous, who are sporty but want to try something new. For me that was a very surprising change. No matter how seasoned you are, every time you get out there in front of the audience, you definitely will feel like, this rush, this nervousness.
Ring the bell!
What I really want to do is to make the crowd pop for her and show her the new debut, what she can do, and to make her look good.
I was very happy that I managed to entertain the audience because I really could hear them cheer and scream. That was the most fun part of it all.
The feeling of response when I hit or when I get hit, it's just like, oh wow, you can tell that these people are having fun.
What happened? You knocked everybody out?
Yeah. So,
pick him up!
Oh, okay.
Come on, Sarah. Irish whip, come on.
When you see your trainees execute everything that you've trained them to do, and they themselves also acknowledge that, wow, I didn't realize I could do that. These are the kind of things that give me a lot of joy. And I'm like, yes, this is exactly why I love pro wrestling, and now you get a taste of it too.
Sarah is the lady killer.
While they may not be fast enough, they are the fastest Singapore have right now. And I think that that's something that we can be proud of. A lot of people has helped me on my journey, and I hope to be the same kind of help to people who would come after me. That's something that we can continue to work towards and look towards the future for Singapore rowing.
You know all those warnings about do not try this at home? Yeah, we didn't heed those warnings.